Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on survival multiplayer with Daggerwin. I was just looking at the contracts here. There's a small harvest contract, it's not a big field 70. So we're going to accept that, but I was just out of interest noticed that the suggested sell point is the Old American Grain Mill, which is actually our own mill. So if we accept that, it's a, what is it, barley harvest. I wonder if we will actually benefit from the crop or not, because we actually own the sell point that it's wanting us to take it to, which is really weird. I've never seen that before, ever, on Farming Simulator. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. Where do we need to go? Field 70, so yeah, it's a bit of a journey to get there. We're going to have to go down the long road, I think, again. So I'm going to head over there and get that harvesting done. It is a very small field, it hardly seems worth it, but if we do get to keep all of the crop, then it would be worth it. I just don't know what's going to happen here, because I don't think I've ever done a contract where we actually own the sell point that it wants us to take it to. That is strange. I'm really not sure what will happen. It might be a complete disaster, and it might even just stop the contract from being completed because it will say we haven't sold the crop. I really don't know. I might need a trailer. I'm not too sure. I'll just say possibly. It's better to be safe than sorry, I suppose, but I think it probably will all fit in the combine. It really doesn't look a very big field at all, which is probably a good thing if this doesn't work out, because we won't have wasted too much time if it's not a massive field. If it was a huge field and we spent all episode doing it and then found out that we couldn't complete it because we owned the sell point or something strange, then yeah, that would be a disaster. But at least with it being a small field, it's only going to take us about probably 5 or 10 minutes to harvest the field, so it's not the end of the world if it doesn't work. But we'll hope for the best. Anyway, I'm going to get over down to the field now and try and get that done. Here we are back at the yard again, and we're about to try and sell the barley from that contract. I'm not sure how this is going to go. Like I say, I've never sold a contract's crop at our owned sell point before, so this is a bit strange, but we'll give it a go and hope for the best. So it's either, I would say, going to not work at all, or it's going to take it, but it's not going to give it to us, even though we're tipping it in our own sell point. We'll see. I really have no idea what's going to happen here. It's going to be interesting to find out. So we'll back up to the trigger point and let's get this sold. So I'll just show you before we tip. So there's no barley in there at the moment, so we'll see if that goes up at all or not. Let's tip. And what's going to happen? Oh, it's completing the contract. I don't know whether we're getting the barley or not. So it's finished the contract, that's good news. And we did not get the barley, but we did get a little bit. Not the whole trailer load, we got the little bit at the end. So we can activate that. We'll activate. It's not going to last as long, but no, that's worked okay. That could have gone worse. Could have gone better if we'd get to keep in the entire crop, obviously. But we didn't get to keep the whole crop, we just got to keep the usual end bit. But at least the contract was finished, that's good. And we can get that completed as well. If we go to contracts, we'll collect that. Good. Okay, so we got just under £2,300 for that. Not too bad, didn't take us too long. Right, I'm not sure where this trailer normally lives. In this one, I think. Of course, it is coming up to our own harvest time soon. July, I would have thought we'll have something ready to harvest. But not quite yet. We may have to move time on today, depending on whether there's anything else to do. We don't want to, again, do all contracts all the time. It's a bit boring, but at the same time we do need to do some contracts. So it looks like Daggerwin has taken the telehandler and he's going to go and move those 2 bales that we got out of that, so not a loss of straw, but better than nothing, better than not doing the straw at all. We've got 2 extra bales for that. Plus actually we almost got 3, he said 2, but this baler is almost full, so it was pretty much 3 bales. Just 2 physical bales that we could actually move. One of them is still in the baler. So that wasn't too bad, I don't think, really. And at least now we know we can use our own sell points for the contracts, which I never knew before, but apparently you can. So that's good, we'll drop that off there. Right, okay, so let's have a look at the contracts again. Let's just see, while Daggerwin does that, if we've got anything else we could be doing. There's a bale wrapping contract, or baling contract, so we could do a baling contract. Round bales. Might take a while. Oh, fertiliser contracts, they always tend to pay quite well. Something just disappeared then, I'm sure it did. Something, I'm not sure. Right, spraying, we could do. Weeding I'm a bit cautious of now because it sometimes doesn't work. I don't really want to be taking contracts that might not be doable. I think spraying fertiliser contracts are probably the best way to go because they're quite quick to do, and we have a spreader. So let's take the Fent over to get the spreader on, and we'll go and do some fertiliser contracts. Don't think it's the month to be selling the milk, so we'll leave that for now. I think the best month for milk is later in the year, it's about October I believe, so we won't sell them today. Although it would be nice to have a bit more money. It costs us quite a lot. If you saw last episode, we bought a new field 7, which costs quite a bit of money, and that has almost emptied our account. Although we are building it up again slowly today. Daggerwin sold some products, I think, at the start, and we've obviously done that contract as well. So we are getting back up, but it's still a little bit on the low side. So it'd be nice to make a bit more money today, if possible. And of course, contracts are always a good way of doing that. So yeah, we're going to go and get this spreader on, and we'll take out some contracts. I think it's around here. Yes, there it is. So you can also do spraying contracts now, but we will do the spreading contracts, I think, because they're a bit quicker to do. We'll probably have to buy some more fertiliser, but let's accept that one, and I'll probably accept all the good ones actually. There's that one as well. What else have we got? There's that one. Yeah, we'll do that one as well. Let's do those 3 for a start. Where's the last one? Is it close to another one that we're doing? Sort of, I think. I'm not sure. Which is the closest one to where we are at the moment? We're here at the moment, and looks like 85 or 22. We'll do 85 first, I think, because that one is near the shop, and we're probably going to have to buy some more fertiliser to get that done. So we'll head over there, get some more fertiliser bought, and do 85 first, I think, and then get the rest of them done. And that should bring in a reasonable amount of money. Obviously it's going to cost us a bit though to buy the fertiliser, which is always a bit of a shame. It's definitely better to take out the contracts with the borrowing equipment on the fertiliser, but of course that's not allowed on this series because it's a survival series, so we can't do that. But certainly on my single player series I make quite a lot of money by keeping the fertiliser that we get given, which works out quite well. Anyway, let's go and get some fertiliser bought and get those contracts done. Let's complete these 3 ones then that we've just done. All 3 fertiliser contracts completed, and we've actually ended up with quite a reasonable amount of money out of that, I think. Yep, 35,800, so yeah, it's definitely paid for itself. The fertiliser itself was about 5,000, I think, I paid. I have noticed there is one more that's just appeared. I know we've done quite a few fertiliser jobs today, but there's another decent price one there, so we'll accept that one as well. It's on the way back, so we might as well stop off and do that. It's the field Daggerwin just did hoeing in, I think. He's just been hoeing that field, so that's why it suddenly needs fertiliser, it seems. So we'll head back down there, get that one done, and then that'll certainly do for the fertiliser, I think, today. We've done quite a bit of fertilising today, so yeah, we'll move on to another job then. Is it this way? Where did I come from? I'm not sure. I get lost around this area, I don't know it that well. Yeah, it's down here. That's right, yep. All the way to the end, and it's on the right at the end, so we'll get that done, and I'll see you back at the yard.
Round dust, you're alone around the run. Well, I can see the fire still in your shadow.
Just collecting the last one, and you may have seen the Daggerwin move time forward again. so that we've progressed to July, so we've got some more jobs to do that aren't just contracts. 4 fields ready now. Wow, okay. So let's have a quick look on the map. We've got field 8, field 7, field 2 and field 4 all ready for harvesting. Field 4 is obviously the poplar, that's going to be a bigger job. The other ones are all combinable crops, canola in these 2 and oats in that one. So we're certainly going to be busy, we'd better slow time down a bit. So Daggerwin's off with the combine. He's going to go and start the canola harvest, that's good because then that can go straight into the mill and start oil production. Speaking of which, I should think the barley that we just harvested is now finished, so we'll end that, deactivate that one because we've just made a little bit more flour with that barley that we got as a bonus. But yeah, there's nothing else in there running at the moment, it's all empty, but hopefully soon we'll have the canola going, so that's good. Sawmill is starting to get a bit low. We would like to upgrade this sawmill for a bigger one, it's just the problem is that obviously the money to buy it and also where to place it is a bit of an issue. So we'll have to think about that. Everything else looks like it's going okay. I'll do spinneries out of fabric. I have wool, sorry, again. Have we got any wool there? We have got 2. We can move those. Just park this tractor somewhere out of the way. Oh, there's a bag of fertiliser there. I didn't know that. Right, okay. So Daggerwin's all set up and he's already off with his harvesting. He's been desperate to get that done. There is a telehandler. There we go. So we'll get on that and we'll move those 2 wall pallets across to the spinnery. Not too far to go with those. That's one good thing about having the sheep nearby to the spinnery, although it would be nice to have one that a sheep enclosure that doesn't require water, and also a bit bigger as well would be nice. It's still not that big really, the capacity is not huge on this. Probably shouldn't have done it that way around. I'm trying to avoid driving on the crop. See if we can get them both in one go, sort of. It's not like it's going fast, so it should be okay. If I drop it I'll just have to reposition and get it again, but we'll take these round to the spinnery and keep that running for a bit. But yeah, wool production is still a little bit on the slow side really. We could do with a few more sheep, but I think it is now at its capacity, full capacity. So the only way to do that would be to build another one or build a new one completely. Get rid of this one and build a new one. Because then that could be a good place for the sawmill. It would mean that we'd be moving the wool a bit further, but not if we built it on a field. We could potentially turn that field there on the left into a new sheep field, grass field for sheep, and then build a sawmill there. That's interesting. I wonder, what are your thoughts on that? So in the future, obviously not right now, we can't afford it, but when the money's available, if we were to get rid of the sheep completely and build a brand new sheep barn there on that field, and then build a sawmill where the sheep currently are and sell the old sawmill, would that be worth doing, I wonder? Interesting, possibly, I don't know. Interested to hear your thoughts on that. I haven't even told Daggerwin I've thought about that yet, but we'll have a discussion, I'm sure, before we actually do anything. We're not just going to go and do that without some serious thought. Right, what can I do then? I think we will start with this poplar. We've got poplar field ready to do now, so we'll jump back on the fence again and get the poplar baler on, bio baler, and we will make a start on that, because that's quite a slow job. It's certainly not all going to get done today, I don't think. Well, it's unlikely to, I don't know. So we'll just make a start for now anyway. And the harvesting is going to take a while as well, that Daggerwin's currently doing. Luckily the forecast is looking okay. There is some cloud but no rain at the moment in the forecast, which is nice to see. Don't want the rain around at this time of year when we're busy with the harvesting. So yeah, I'll pick up the baler and we'll make a start doing this.
looking for guidance. I can be the hand you reach. Oh. Baby, you can lay all onto my shoulders. I'll carry all of your fears, and I can dry your tears. 'Cause you make it all through the day, sitting on the sidewalk, kicking around West Yard, alone around the run. 'Cause you make it all through the day. Well, I can see the fire still in your shadow. None of it is gone. None of it is gone. 'Cause you make it all through the day, sitting on the sidewalk, kicking around West Yard, alone around the run. 'Cause you make it all through the day. Well, I can see the fire still in your shadow. None of it is gone.
Well, we've got quite a lot done there, and it looks like Daggerwin just finished the canola harvest over there in the first field anyway, so he's going to take that to the mill for processing into oil, canola oil, so that's going to get that production underway. That's good. He's just navigating through all my bales, which, you know, there's a lot. I was trying to not put them in the line where I was going to drive, so that's why some of them have rolled into the fields either side, but it's not really a problem. We'll get them moved before harvest time. These two fields aren't ready yet anyway, so we should have time to move all the bales out of the way before we get to that. But yeah, he's just tipping in the mill, and we'll have a look at the map. So yeah, field number 2 is completely harvested now. Field 8 is also canola, that needs to be done next time, and also field 7, which is oats. And as you can see, I'm more than halfway through this one now. Done probably 2/3, let's say, of that one. There's a third left roughly. So yeah, not too much more to do, but we'll probably leave that for next time. Daggerwin's just over there doing something, bouncing. He's just finished tipping, I think, or is he just about to tip his canola in the mill? So I think this is probably a good place to leave it actually, then we can continue where we left off next time, continuing with the harvesting and the poplar. And yeah, it's all starting to go very well. I think there's a significant amount of money here. It's just we can't sell it until January. I think that's the best month for the poplar, so we're going to be sitting on these bales for quite a while, which is a shame, but not the end of the world, because we know when we do come to sell them, we are going to get some serious money here. I think this is the biggest poplar harvest we've had so far. Even though it's the same physical size field, it's significantly more poplar, because we've planted it, or Daggerwin has done a lot to increase the density of it in the field. So there you go, Daggerwin is just tipping now. That's the first load of canola. Tips into the mill, and I'm sure he'll get that production running now. Yep, there you go, the mill's just so turning, so that's all running well. Okay, so yeah, we'll leave it there. So I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.